What's up, YouTube? Zandar here, doing a final roundup of our Dragons of Tarkir pack opening. We opened up 10 packs of Dragons of Tarkir before it's released later next week, and let's see what we got from our 10 packs. We got a total of 2 premiums, so not too bad. An Evolving Wilds. It's a land that allows you to tap and sacrifice Evolving Wilds. Search your library for a basic land card, put it on the library, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. The Jamaicas Monument, you see one of these monuments in every intro pack, so not the rarest card, but it's a premium. So 3 mana, tap and add a forest or plains to your mana pool. Pay 6, and you can turn into a 4/4 green and white dragon artifact creature flying until end of turn. One of the rares we got was the Avatar of the Resolute. 2 mana cost, 3/2, reach, trample. Whenever he enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter. Harbinger of the Hunt, another card you see in the intro packs, so you're going to see a lot of these. 5 mana cost. It's a 5/3 flying. He has the ability to do 1 damage to each creature without flying, or 1 damage to each creature with flying. With that 3 toughness, he's just really easy to get off the board. Obscuring Aether is a 1 mana cost. Face down creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. So your morphs only cost 1 less, so it only costs 2 to get out. For 2 mana, being 1 uncolored and 1 forest, you can turn the Aether face down and it becomes a 2/2 creature. Hidden Dragon Slayer, 2 mana cost, 2/1 with lifelink. He has Megamorph of 3. Whenever the Hidden Dragon Slayer is turned face up, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater an opponent controls. He is a Dragon Slayer indeed. Jamaicas Command, one of the better rares we pulled today. 2 mana cost, 1 forest, 1 plains. You can choose 2 of the 4 following. Prevent all damage target instant or sorcery spell would deal this turn. Target player sacrifices an enchantment. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. And or target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Removal, +1/+1. Counter spell, and sacrificing an enchantment. So awesome ability card. Pitless Hordes, a 3 mana, 5/3. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life. If you're going to play this card, you're always going to want to dash him out. Keep in mind, if you dash him out, he costs 4 mana instead of 3, and he attacks for the turn and then comes back to your hand, so you would not pay the upkeep cost. Siroc the Hunt Caller, it's a 4 mana, 5/4 with Formidable. At the beginning of your combat on your turn, if creatures you control have total power 8 or greater, target creature you control gains haste until end of turn. So, not too bad of an ability. He just gives someone else haste. He's a 5/4. He's a threat. You got to get him off the table. Scorch Regent, 5 mana cost, 4/3 with flying. I know what you're thinking. He doesn't have much toughness or power for a dragon. However, if your opponent casts a spell, put a +1/+1 counter on the Regent and you gain 1 life. That means creatures, that means enchantments, that means sorceries, it means instants. This guy buffs up so quick and you gain life with it. He is a serious threat that has to be removed from the table. We pulled 2 mythics total. The first mythic being a Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. 3 mana costs, 2/3. You can tap him and add 2 mana in any combination of colors to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells. He has Formidable for an 11 mana cost, 9 uncolored and 2 forest. You can tap him and each player's life total becomes the number of creatures he or she controls. Activate this ability only if the creatures you control have a total power of 8 or greater. He's one of the higher value cards of the set, probably because he's a mythic. Interesting abilities, a lot of mana to get him out, so you're only going to see him in probably Commander and a couple other game types, not really too much in Limited. And our last mythic of the day is the best mythic we pulled, is the Dragon Whisper. It's a 2 mana cost, 2/2. You can pay 1 mountain, and the Whisper gains flying until end of turn. You can also pay 2, 1 uncolored and 1 mountain, and the Whisper gets +1/+0 until end of the turn. Also, he has Formidable for 6 mana, 4 being uncolored and 2 being mountains. Put a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. Activate this ability only if creatures you control have total 8 power or greater. Great card, has some great abilities. It can become a flyer. 2/2 flying is just awesome. You don't really see that too much in a set. For him to be able to pull out dragons later, definitely an awesome human shaman to have in a deck, and that's why he's also valued it so much. So thanks guys for watching. We will be opening a booster box, a fat pack. Watch my previous videos if you want to see what any of the intro packs look like for all 5 of the Dragons of Tarkir set. Make sure you hit the subscribe or like button so we keep bringing content, and you guys have a great day.